What is up, guys? Welcome back to Lumsden Motorsports Garage. I'm Wade Lumsden, and today is the day. That's right, today is Octane Fest. It's going to be the first night. It is race day. Got my trailer truck all hooked up, some of the old scraps off the Tuff truck that are going to make it to the dump as I get out to Fallon. On my way out there, I got to stop and pick up some fireworks for the show. And yeah, truck, thank you, Robert Conley, for coming into town and picking up the Tuff truck and dropping it off at the racetrack last night for me. So the Tuff truck is at the track. I am hoping that we can get there early enough to possibly take it for a ride, maybe take it off a jump and see what it's going to do, and get the modified and stuff unloaded. And whew, that's right, guys, Octane Fest, it's race day. Let's go have a good time. All right, guys, made it to the track. I am here. So's the truck. I went ahead and went and tested it just to, you know, test it and make sure it wasn't gonna bounce crazy. I did not record that because I didn't go too wild and crazy, but the Tuff truck is here. You can see she's got some mud on her. I don't know. The back end likes to, I don't know if it was because I was tootling around and wasn't, like, you know, absolute hammer down testing it, but the back end, you know, when you go off a jump, you're supposed to get on the gas and stay on the gas to get it to actually launch itself. But when the back end of my truck hit the jump, it started to try to teeter. So you know, I don't really know what I'm gonna do, so but it survived the little bit of testing that I did do. I went and played around kind of in the desert just a little bit, and then I was able to go out to the track and hit like the tabletop that was built for out there. Yeah, I'm just not 100% sure how well that's gonna do. So maybe I need to put some weight in the back end. I do have some chunks of lead for the modified. Maybe that'll help even the truck out when it's airborne a little bit better. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I got these nice bars back here, and I have the lead. I'll have to drill out the lead and get some clamps mounted to it, but I think I might do that. On the run, it doesn't look like I bottomed anything out. Not 100% sure. Kind of, let me bounce the truck here a little bit, but we might have bottomed out the front shocks and already blew them. Maybe it's yeah, maybe those shocks still might be good. Then again, they still might not be. So we're gonna go out, run it, and see what happens, and have a good time. But for right now, I gotta go do the volunteer thing. I'm gonna go set up a PA, and I gotta, well, yeah, I had to stop. This is always great, right, when you got a back seat full of fireworks. Yeah, I got to drop the fireworks off. But yeah, we're here. We're gonna have some fun, and let's start rocking through the show. All right, guys, I know I've been kind of neglecting here, actually. We're most of the way through the show. They're out there running Gen X's. It's almost time to run the Tuff truck. Got mine warming up. I'm transferring over the GoPro mount right now, and yeah, here we go. You know, this is what it's about. So we're getting ready to go racing. We will see you on the other side. All right, guys, we're pulling out. But like I promised, I guess a little bit of a surprise. I got a boom box. You can't really see here. I'm calling it a boom box. That's literally what it is. Fireworks. I'm gonna pull into the infield and light these bad boys off. All right, so I got out here. I got my boom box on the hood. Boom. That's right. And we got some of the Tuff trucks running right now. I think we are in the V6. Look at all these guys. We've been running already. Here's part of the course that's coming up. This is the axle breaker section. Come around to the tabletop. This is the timed event, so we get 2 laps. This thing's bucking like crazy.
That rhythm section there, but he actually went pretty good through it. I'm not gonna lie, he's flying.
Nice, he's doing good. You can't really tell. It's blowing a lot of dust, but it's still really wet and slick. But there's dry stuff under it that's blowing the dust. This is great. I'm gonna be up here in a little bit, so I'll end up putting the GoPro in the truck, getting strapped in, getting my helmet and all that stuff on so that I'm ready to go, but I'll try to get a little bit more filming going.
Looks like you're already trying to sing it right off the bat.
Missed the rhythm section. That's a 30-second. That's a 30-second penalty on his first lap. Wow, that was a big send. I'm sorry you missed it.
You almost stood that thing straight up and down.
Oh no, sent it a little too hard. Didn't quite make the start finish. Ah, that stinks. It's all right, they're gonna get that cleaned up. I'm gonna get ready for my run. Here we go. All right, it's dark, but that was a lot of fun. I had a good time. I don't know, that was, I wish I would have drove better. I missed the turn, but that's all right. We'll talk about it a little bit more in the light. Right now I got, you can't see it, I'm waving this bucket in front of you. I got a bucket to raffle off the Demolition Derby car too. So that's the life of doing volunteer stuff. It's always nice to jump in and help out as much as you can. All right, so currently behind me, right there, is our Demolition Derby car raffle winner following me down to the pits. And we are gonna go get him set up with a helmet, neck brace and stuff, and explain the rules and all that jazz. I feel like I've neglected you guys because I've been running around volunteering like crazy. Say hi.
What's up?
So we got a couple more circle track races to go. We're gonna go get him set up, and I'll come back to you. All right, so good thing Kyle and his other half, yeah. Did she see the video where I convinced you into a race car yet? No.
No.
She didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that.
Anyways, they got to come and watch the Tuff truck run. What'd you think?
It was good.
Yeah?
I know a lot better than I thought.
Yeah, me too. So we had a good time. It was a fun build. I think upgrades? Yeah. Upgrades are in the future, I think. So we still got full contact Tuff truck to run tomorrow, but I'm happy with the build. You happy with the build? Yeah. We're happy with the build. So I definitely got to thank Kyle, because without him, I wouldn't have gotten it done. So thank you, Kyle. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, we'll come back and do it again tomorrow.
Yep.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
All the ones up here in the grass.
All right, here we go. Lighting off fireworks.
I'm sure you can.
A good time finishing up the show with some fireworks here. And we're gonna do this last one here. Here we go. That's it. That's it. That was a whole lot better than mine going off my truck. We're gonna have a bigger show tomorrow night, a bigger fireworks show tomorrow night. This was just a little finale teaser deal. So, well, Dad, Octane Fest night #1 is now officially over.
Yeah,
Yeah. How'd you think my truck did?
I think you did great.
Yeah.
When's it going to be back out on the ranch?
They kept calling it the old farm truck, I guess. I think it handled pretty good. So we'll come back and do full contact tomorrow. And yeah, so my firework fiasco did not work out well. I promised the crowd last time I was here that I would shoot fireworks off my truck. I probably should have mounted them somehow to my truck rather than just setting them on it, because they bounced off, and then I ended up getting a couple shots underneath the truck. So, well, that's the end of the night. We're gonna get things cleaned up, come back and do it again tomorrow. All right, so now that it's parked here in the light, actually, let's give it the walk around and see if anything's, you know, a little messed up. Things are looking good in here. Definitely got muddy. Have no idea if the shocks are still good or not. I'd have to take them off to find out, I guess. Body is still pretty much in the exact same shape. Bumper. Surprising. That little folded over fender was already like that. Wow. All right, man. Oh, I bent the license plate. Oh no. License plate's bent up. Throw away the truck. So for a little bit of weight in the back, I actually took a chunk of my lead from my modified and put it back here. 38 pounds. I have another chunk that I actually wanted to put back here, but I didn't have any more 1.5-inch clamps. So that was my bad for making sure I didn't have the clamps that I wanted. But apparently she flew really good. Everybody's saying that I caught really good air and that we totally sent it, and we put on a really good show. Hopefully the footage from inside the cab shows really well. One thing I know is probably going to happen to this truck is swing arm steering, because it was a monster trying to turn that wheel all crazy to get it to turn. So swing arm steering would actually speed up the steering a little bit, actually probably a lot of it. And yeah, it was good. Let's take a look under the hood, see if anything. So she didn't overheat. she didn't have any real issues. Didn't overheat. Oil pressure was still good. Oh, okay. So here we are. This is the damage that we're looking at here, guys. The radiator moved. Look at that. Radiator came unseated, but if we look, it didn't touch the fan, so we still have a good radiator. We just got to remount it in position and probably get it a little bit better mounted to make sure it doesn't want to go anywhere. Awesome. I'm glad I looked at that. That's fantastic. But my power steering cap is still here. Yay. That kept coming off going up and down the road and stuff, so I'm happy it's there. But it looks like the overflow was used a little bit. Got some liquid in there, even though the overflow tank is completely broken. So we'll remember to top off the radiator tomorrow. But I am extremely happy with the way the truck performed. I don't hurt like god awful. I'm a little stiff from bouncing around, but the way we had everything set up, it performed really well. So we'll come back, and I've had a lot of people tell me that I should not run it in the contact truck because they like the truck and think it's a really good truck. So I don't know. I think I still want to run it in the contact truck, in the contact Tuff truck. So I like to have fun. So update on why there's no modified footage. Apparently there was a race at another track about 2 hours from here that was for some money, and that's where everybody decided to go. In fact, if I wasn't running a Tuff truck and I knew about it, I probably would have gone and ran there myself. But you know, I committed to doing Tuff truck and Octane Fest, and I'm not racing for points this year, so it's not a big deal. So I went ahead and came and did this, and cars here, and cars, you know, ready to go race right there in the trailer. So tomorrow being Saturday, maybe some cars will show up and I'll get to run both. So yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comments down below, questions, comments, concerns, opinions, all that happy stuff, and we'll see you guys next time. So here I am talking with Shorty after the races, and we're leaning up against the truck, and let's see here. Shorty, can you just put your knee up against there a little bit and see how it wiggles? We're like, oh, why is that wiggling? We found the culprit. Dang it. One failed weld. Actually, it doesn't look like the weld failed. It looked like it flat snapped off. So because there's a chunk still attached to the frame about that long. Well, almost got out unscathed between the radiator and a body mount. Woo! Pretty successful, I think.